How's it going, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We got Bloomlord footage. Government mandated Bloomlord footage. You cannot escape it. Johnny is back on the plots. Fan Bloom 3. Back at it again. And the brand new Digimon mat. It's just so clean. And the Wizard of the Memory Gauge, Tommy Tricks on the sticks on GraceNovamon. So we're going first, and we do have a KnTElixar and the Sayo going to get played down. One Torikokabalmon, and he does have, I guess that's Kokomons somewhere. Building up just the full stack in the back, the Johnny special. Mem Setter, just playing tennis with that. No more memory choking for the rest of the game. Going to go to 4 as we use the Ko to go into the Lunamon. And the Sayo is going to go sideways. Firemon is going to fire and find 2. Going to go to Flamemon for 1, and then we're going to degenerate for 2 memory and go up the line for 1. So we're looking pretty good. Setting up the Dianamon is going to stop any extra shenanigans. He's going to swing in 1 check. No punish there. I'm going to go for the KnTElixar, passing over the minimum amount of memory. Obviously, Agitar not going to be able to make heavy use of this 3 memory due to the floodgate being put down that stops Digimon without sources from being suspended. The Mimi at least gives him the ability to go into a rookie, which he is going to hit off of the draw. And can't get the suspension on the Palmon. You can see just a little bit of an autopilot there. Did get the suspension onto KnTElixar, but tried to suspend Palmon instead. Just going to go for the unfrozen quartz, which is going to bring back the memory. So it brings us to 3 memory. We're going to go up to 4, of course, because the KnTElixar building another one in the back. We'll go into the Lekismon and triple whiff as he hits 3 option cards there. Gonna go into a Lekismon. We do find the good Night Moon. Can't unsuspend it. He's gonna use the Degenerate there to print 2 memory. Sayo gonna come down. And then Crimson Blaze. Okay. End of turn, gonna use the Sayo effect to play out the Lekismon, and then gonna use the Flaremon to just get the pop. So it goes nice and wide. These Digimon, of course, are going to go double sideways. Crimson Blaze is going to stop us from going over anything else. Suspension there is going to cause him to lose 2 memory, and we are going to get the burn as he swings over. So he manages to clear the stack, which I think he was just going to have to make peace with. Togemon going to go sideways, which is going to reduce the cost of a Tamer getting played by 3. Which means, yeah, it's by 3. So that means Mimi comes down 4-0. Going to find the Sunflowmon. We gain a memory back off of the suspension by effect. We get our draws. We'll play a second Mimi with all the memory that gets printed. Johnny is someone that really likes Toga X, and we are going to see the Toga X, which is going to get the suspension. So that's the full board lockdown. As a reminder, one of these Lekismons is going to make it back to him. In fact, the Flaremon also going to be making it back to him. Moving the board around so that way it's just clear what is going to make its way around. Just going to use the Palmon. Checks top 4, and it is going to take, I believe that was a Palmon that got picked up there. Suspension to go into Cherrymon. So it looks like he's just building to make sure his quartz gets as much value as possible. Obviously not going to be unsuspending under his own quartz. And we're going to go for the Lilamon to bottom deck the body on board, and then we're going to have the double bounce back. Pretty solid removal spell there, basically. We're going to see a double hit, guaranteed Diana. And it looks like we're going to go double 6s, which means we must have the 5. Going to use the Degenerate early to try and get the value, because of course, with the Tamers locked sideways, it does make things very, very difficult. Going to pop the 5k, or 5k or under, so we do get a little bit of value out of that. Question is, what does he do with this? I feel like stripping sources is pretty valuable. You can see, I think he's considering it. He's on 3 memory exactly. If he swings at security... Okay, no, he's going to go for the strip, and that's going to forcibly stun the quartz. Quartz at least will unsuspend. It's stopping the Cherrymon from unsuspending, so that's not going to be turning into a bloom. If we do have a Bloom, it's still going to be kind of awkward. Obviously, we do have the unsuspended, but the Quartzmon. I'm going to load up that security. And then it's going to put the Quartzmon to the top. And then we are just going to go for it. Start of turn. Oh my gosh, how did he know there was a Digimon there? He's going to put it to the bottom. And once again, back to 0. Digimon gonna come down. Lekis in the back, and then Goodnight Moon stuns the Quartz, and then going to stun the Mimi as well. Not that it's really going to be unsuspending anyway with the Quartz. Yeah, the Quartzmon's just such insane removal. Like, just Chaos Deg on Evo is just wild. I go Palmon. And the double hit finds the Fairy and the plant. Sunflowmon can suspend. Because the Floodgate was still... Actually, no, is the Floodgate still in effect? It must be still in effect, because we haven't swung yet with the Quartz. Gonna have the Quartzmon. Oh, Quantumon even come through. 3 security down to 4. And plenty of time has elapsed at this point. Managed to call... I think he went for option card there, so doesn't get the value that he was looking for. Gonna push up. So the card didn't go to the bottom. Gonna stun... Presumably stunning the Quantum. Or stunning the Quartz. Maybe stunning the Sunflower even. Sunflower is obviously the most obvious target. Of course, getting the pop in the back. The fact that you didn't pop it means, yeah, definitely didn't use it. I'm going to be committing the Koensaiyo here to go into a Crescimon. So yeah, we get the target stun once again. And we're going to go Crimson Blaze, just clears off the body, stops Digimon from being played by effect, plays it for 0 basically. Just to try and slow things down. And then however much memory he passes over is going to cost a lot. We're going to see a Dianamon. And now has to really pick what sources to strip out. It looks like we're going to be stripping out the Kokomon, trying to prevent some of those draws, trying to prevent some extra. So now we at least have the full lockdown here on the Quantum. A Cherrymon that is suspended. I think we're at the point where both of them are very aware of deck out as a potential here. There was, I think, in the situation where Johnny, because I was hovering, I had a buy in this round. I think it was at that point that he chose to go Quantum to remove the stack versus Hydra. It was a 50-50. Oh no, here it is. Like literally speaking about it right now. You can see the Hydra there, considers going for the Hydra to get the suspension bot deck, and instead goes for Quantum to deg it into security and then take a look at what's available. Just gets a refresher on what the value is. So it's going to put the Digimon to the top. It leaves a Tamer potentially in security. And then is getting rid of the Diana, puts it to the bottom. Oh, and the second one. Remember when I said that he bottom decks 3 options off of that Pyromon search? Johnny realized that it's been long enough to the game that an option card was very, very likely to have actually picked up. So manages to get the double bottom deck. The Delicate Plan is gone. Gonna go for the Fireball, which does draw 2 because there's nothing there, and we are going to stun the Quartz once again, play out a Tamer, and is not going to have to suspend it. Because the Quartz isn't going sideways, he doesn't have to suspend the unsuspended Tamer, and he does manage to hold things off. The Quartz now kind of working against him here. I'm gonna go for the Pomimon, stop people playing things by effects. I'm gonna crack the Training to go into Togemon, suspend the Pomimon to go into Cherrymon. I feel like Johnny's going for burn here. We're gonna go for the Bloom. What's it gonna suspend? It seems like we're gonna be suspending nothing. All right, he's gonna swing into security. It's gonna be a billion checks, hits the Tamer. That's everything, but remember, Quartz is stunned. So he's at least now put him on death's door. And we're gonna go for another Pomimon to pass over. Oh, start at the top. There it is. Digimon to the bottom. I feel like the thing is, he keeps trying to go for it. He's gonna go for, oh my days, Fireball.
I've got him! I got his ass!
I said it wrong. It should have been Digimon. Digimon was the plan.
Is that every single tamer in your deck?
Nearly, I think.
One more, one missing.
I miss terriermon. Where is he? Oh, first thing says hatch. Oh wait.
No!
Oh yeah, yeah. Mimi.
Emily, was it easy, baby?
No, Mimi! He had a rookie in nursery. He drew Mimi for evil for the rookie.
I'm ending the recording.
I totally forgot. I totally forgot. I keep forgetting that much.
Matrix Digivolution.
What's poppin', tamers? We're back with Player Ammo once again. A bunch of people ask me why I drink Player Ammo, and it's because they sponsor me. Duh. Jokes aside, I actually was drinking Player Ammo before all of that, because I actually don't have much of a sweet tooth, and I find a lot of energy drinks to be too sweet, especially a lot of the powder brands. But the no sugar approach for Player Ammo and their focus on more tart, like sour flavors, really suits my palate. The fruit punch is really just fruity and packs a nice kick. The blue raspberry is really, really nice as well, nice and sour, kind of like when you get those slushies. If you want something a little bit on the sweeter side, there's the strawberry lemonade, which is more strawberry than it is lemonade. And they do have the lemon flavors as well. And I can tell you for a fact that the new black cherry flavor goes foolish. Yeah, the way I mix mine is by getting the dry powder in and then getting a little bit of water in and just mixing it around to try and make a slurry. Then I add up to half the bottle and shake it a baby. Alright, looks like both of them keeping their opening hands. We go into game 2. Only like 10 minutes left on the clock or something like this, so it's gonna have to be a fast one. Palmon gonna come through. Trick's gonna have to just kind of blitz in to try and get as much value as he can. And see if he can just take a nice quick game. It does happen if Bloom has to play on board. Gonna find the double hit off the Firemon. We're gonna go to the crest to get the stun. And I feel like you just have to go Apollo and blitz, right? It also will just take something off, but you could also try and go for the suspension. But the problem is with the Palmon on board, the Palmon can just get evoed and suspended over. So yeah, Apollo going in here and getting the blitz, double checking in, and now you don't feel as bad about passing the blitz because they do hit the tamer. Gonna go Toge X, and then go into Agitar, hatch a new egg, and we're gonna use Agitar to play Sunflow, the Johnny Low special. It's gonna swing through, does get the pierce, does get the 2 checks, hits a tamer, but it's a little too late, and we're gonna see the Sunflow get played out directly after. Looks like we're missing a rookie, but it does not matter. Ukomon, not ideal, because the Ukomon can't be evolved over, so I think we might have to just commit a 4 here. It's definitely one of those games you're feeling a little bit further behind. Just gonna see the Crescimon stun the Bloom. I like it. Suspend, go into the Lilymon. Doesn't get the bottom deck, but does get the suspension. And as well, the memory printed off of pushing out the Floodgate Palmon. Swing for the pierce. Well, not pierce, swing for the clear. Just keeps him off board. Go into Bloom, passes over 3, suspend, gain back enough memory off of it so you can double check him in. And this one's looking kind of curtains, just 1 security left. And an Ukomon in raising. He's gonna find an Agitar, but I don't think he's gonna need it. We're gonna get the brand new egg. Swings in at security. I'm gonna get the Lekismon, find a Luna in the back. But even if he stuns one, the others are gonna be there. Can't quite go high enough. We're gonna go Goodnight Moon to stun 1, stun 1 tamer, nothing to come out, but should just be able to have the Bloom swing for 1. Ah, just trying to see if we can get him to kill, but Johnny always looking for the donuts, always looking for the way to swag out for the final checks. I'm gonna go Digizorp, Prince of Memory, go for it. Tommy Chicks double checking to see what's in his security. Quantumon is gonna put it straight to the top of the deck. Oh wait, no, he's also putting the Palmon there instead so he can swing normally, and then he's just going to have the Bloom finish things off to take it out, and that is going to be us finishing off the game. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.